Alright guys, so I did that little stretch and peptide talk, and then I got to cooking, and check out what's going down here. This is pretty much like a PR on cooking for me. It took like an hour, not that long, but it's a lot of work. So we got about 6 pounds of chicken, hella potatoes, and about 2.5 pounds of beef. So yeah, now I'm gonna take a little break and then we're gonna hit the gym. Ooh! Alright guys, so last bench we hit 225 for 5, and that was not only like 3 or 4 days ago. So I'm going to show you every working set. Let's do 185, and then I don't know if I'm going to go up or stay here. We got to control that negative, so let's do it. Fuck guys, that was super close grip and a lot of control, so I'm gonna rest and regroup. I'm not sure what's next, but I'll show you the next few sets with some music and just maybe some voiceover, but stay tuned. And we're only gonna do a few exercises today, nothing crazy. Enjoy. Alright guys, what's going on? Thank you for joining me for this voiceover. I'm trying to get it done while there's still a little bit of light out, so hopefully it looks okay. But this was my bench day. I don't know, it's probably my 6th or 7th bench day since I've started with Dave 4 weeks ago. But either way, this is about 4 days after my last bench session where I put up 25. So stay tuned for all the sets and the rest of the workout. Alright guys, I'm not too sure why, but the bar feels heavier on the left side. So I may have to move my grip over. I know I said I wasn't gonna pop in, but the barbell's a little sketch. Let me see if this one feels better. Well, we made it to 225, so gotta do something better than last week in some way. Alright guys, so that was my one and only set of 225. I backed it down to 205. And I'm basically working on getting as clean reps and sets as possible, so I'm not dumping the bar into my sternum anymore. That really wasn't an issue for me, you know, short term, but I just think it's not something smart to be doing. And it was giving me extra pop out of the hole with that stretch reflex on my intercostal muscles and just letting that kind of spring out. So I'm trying to not do that, and I'm going to shut up and just let you guys watch this set, look at the angles of my arms, elbows, and notice the full lockout and everything about this set. Alright guys, so I hope that angle gave you a better perspective on what I consider to be close grip. I never think your grip should be inside your shoulders, because that's just putting your forearm in a not anatomically correct position. You're kind of bringing your arms in, and you're stronger in this position, and you're not recruiting more tricep by doing this. You're just straining your tendons and your elbows more. The tricep is always doing the same work, whether your wrist is here or whether you're doing that. So in my opinion, it's better to stay shoulder width at all times, and if you want to go wider, consider it a wider grip. And if you want to go closer than that, consider it like an ultra close grip. But don't put your close grip here and just think it's close grip, because you should not be creating that smaller angle with your elbow joints. Just not a good idea, and it will lead to injury, and you don't get any benefit out of it. Your triceps aren't going to blow up because you bring your grip in 2 inches. The only thing that's going to help you utilize your triceps more on the bench press is increasing the range of motion. So just do that and don't do anything kooky or stupid, and you'll be okay. So did a couple sets of incline dumbbell press, and I definitely did a couple sets of incline or standing overhead dumbbell press because I want to get that work back into my routine. And here was just 2 sets of chest flies. I did 2 sets of incline, 2 sets of overhead, and 2 sets of chest flies working, just to kind of reintroduce the overhead press and the chest fly into my workout, and for you guys to just kind of see how it looks right now before I get too fat. Alright guys, so that's going to wrap it up pretty much. Still working on the overhead tricep movements for the long head because I hear it makes your arms bigger. Hasn't really been working for me, but I digress. One more exercise for tries and one for biceps, and then we'll probably do some obligatory abs, maybe forearms. You guys will see it a little sped up because I don't want this to take forever. The hard part's done. Now it's the tedious part. Tedious. Let's do it. And this is going to be the last part of the voiceover on this push day. I did hit arms. Obviously, I hit my triceps. And then I took a few minutes or like 10 minutes to hit my biceps for about 4 or 5 sets. And then, of course, I'll run you guys through this quickly. Did a few sets of hanging leg raises right here. Did I did like 3 sets of 3 of vacuums. I don't know why. I just rather do vacuums and more hanging leg raises, honestly. It gets really boring to do so many of those raises. So I'm kind of doing half of the raises and then introducing the vacuums, which it is what it is. I don't recommend it necessarily, but it's probably good, just another way to train your abdominis. You're going to train your rectus abdominis, like the whole entire front plane of your abs. So just something to keep in mind, and always hit your forearms, especially if they're lagging, which I've been trying to do as well, and hit the top of your arms too. So thank you guys for staying with me on this one. Peace. All right guys, that's going to wrap it up. Push day done, a little bit of biceps and forearms. Just 2 sets though, because if I do more, I won't be able to type or write anything, and that's a fail. Feeling fucking good though. Okay, bye. Good afternoon, nacho. Burrito. You're my favorite. Burrito. Alright guys, so I'm finally home from the gym. Not finally, it was like a 10-minute drive. And I did have my shake, and now it's time to have my meal. And I want to show you guys, it's my favorite meal of the day. I get this once a day. And normally I do it right before I go to bed, but lately I've just been craving it in the middle of the day, especially post-workout. So I could have done a full day of eating, but I was up so early to get my first meal in that I just didn't feel like it, and I was out of it, and I get kind of stupid when I'm that tired. I can't really speak. But now, let me cue this up for you guys and show you the food. Not proper. Alright guys, I hope the lighting's okay. I do plan on getting like a little light for behind the camera so I can have some more brightness on me, but this is the best part of this meal. Half a cup of almonds. It's not a meal unless you add olive oil to it. Beyond keto. It's piss. And shout out to Eric for that 60,000 calorie challenge. It was unreal. Crazy. I can't believe it. Good job, bro. Margarine. Alright guys, before we wrap up this video, I just want to thank you for the feedback, for the support, for liking the videos and watching them. Because I really want to start not taking my channel in a new direction, but adding new elements to my channel. My most viewed, or the guys I watch the most, are like the Louis Marcos, Nick Strength and Power lately, some Jason Blaha, even though people troll the hell out of him. But I really like those informative videos. So I don't know everything, and I'm not the most knowledgeable person, but I know a lot about peptides, a lot about training, a lot about competing in physique, good amount about enhancements, diet, coaching people, being coached. So I'm gonna start sharing some more stuff with you guys. Keep leaving good questions. You guys ask good questions about peptides, diets, strength and hypertrophy. So keep dropping them. I'm gonna start answering your shit and giving you guys some good informative videos. And we'll see where we go from there. So let me know what you guys wanna see. Peace. All right guys, so as I sit here to try to enjoy the last meal of my day, actually the 7th meal of my day, steak, rice, oil and beans, I'm gonna quickly let you guys know on what got me into bodybuilding super hardcore, like the first time I became fully aware, and I want to hear what did it for you guys that are younger than me and maybe older than me. I'm just curious. But for me, I went to the gym for personal reasons, self-improvement, to get big as fuck. And when I discovered bodybuilding outside of my little gym and a couple guys that were kind of big, it was when I saw the first video that I ever saw of a legit prepped bodybuilder, Kevin Levrone. I'm gonna look it up and put it right here, but he was shaved head, hitting hands clasp, most muscular poses, looking gigantic, freaky, the biggest fucking arms I've ever seen. And I compared him to Arnold's. And the first thing I thought was like, where's the peak? How come they look so thick? Like, I interpreted it as kind of like a smaller arm. But I watched the video over and over, and I realized that this guy was a fucking freak. And yeah, that video of Kevin Levrone, shaved head hitting crazy poses, and a couple other ones that I looked up, just blew my mind and made me convinced that I was gonna look like that, and that's how I wanted to look like. So years later, I still have a long ass way to go. It's probably never gonna happen, but that's what motivated me, and that's what got me really aware of the crazy, freaky side of bodybuilding. And I want to hear what you guys, or what did it for you, because that shit, still to this day when I watch those videos, I get fucking goosebumps, and it's just the craziest genetic I've ever seen on anyone. But yeah, anyways, I can't wait to see Kevin at the stage again. I'm sure you guys can either. Freaking incredible. So, peace.